Hello. Hi. Yeah, mushroom. Do I look different? Nah. Your imagination. But I wanted to play this game. It looks cool. You know how it is. Okay, I think I actually tagged people this time. I can remember some things. Only some. Not a lot. Can the mushrooms be sexy? It's a good point. I don't know. What is this? What is this symbol on my screen? Number 1? Okay, YouTube. I think the mushrooms can be sexy. So, we're in luck. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun with this. 144 extra. Yeah. I like being pixely. I think you got more XP for those messages. The fuck is an XP? The fuck is an XP? What's this? Oh, hello. Hello, Black Rot. I tried to draw my eyes. I think it worked. Probably. Okay. I don't know anything about this game. Apart from it doesn't like full screening. We're missing out a lot. Yeah, you have. Okay, let's start the game. Once upon a time, there was a humble recluse. Though they had no need for society, they did often find themselves home to a loneliness that they could never quite shake. In the morning, the sun would rise. At night, it would set. The recluse would observe this splendor, knowing that the sight would be made all the more beautiful by having someone to share it with. It wasn't that they desired a relationship. Perhaps it was a flame that had burned them one too many times, or perhaps they were simply disinterested. No, a child. That's what they wanted. Something to take care of, to teach. Unfortunately, this was a longing that could not be found. Not in these woods alone. However, we are never quite as alone as we think, are we? One day, a witch appeared, as if drawn by the intensity of the recluse's desire. The lumber that the recluse had spent the morning gathering slipped through their hands, and they spotted her, the witch of the woods. She began to speak. You desire a child, yes? For some, those are quite easy to come by. But not you, it would seem. Let us make a deal then. If you do 3 simple chores for me, I'll present you with a daughter of your very own. The recluse, caught up in a moment of naivete, quickly agreed. Task? Make daughter? Dude, one day I will. The witch, knowing that Recluse was destined to accept, simply nodded and began to deliver the first of his so-called chores without hesitation. It is important for a young person to be well grounded in this world, I hear. Bring me a jar of soil to help with this process. Keep in mind that not all dirt is the same though. Consider the source carefully. We're gonna get the grottiest dirt. Soil? That did sound somewhat magical, the recluse supposed. Left with this vague prompt, they considered their options. Oh my god! Hey! What? Is it not recording the screen? Excuse me? records. It's recording a screenshot because it's. I hate it. I hate it. Listen, listen. It's because it's full screen, but it's not. Ah! Why was that so loud? Turn that sound volume down. Wait. Ow! Ah! Ah! Okay. I'm gonna figure this out. It hates me. This game hates me. Okay. No. Okay. So if I put it into windowed mode, it likes me. Okay. So you can actually see it. That's a good thing I picked up on that. Wait. Alright, let me drag this. Okay, it's at the top. Okay. It's on this side. Oh my gosh, perfection. Ignore the taskbar. You do not see it. No. When did you become cheapy sheep? Just now. That's why I started the stream late. I got distracted, okay? A high flip-flop. Thank you. I'm just a sheep. Wait. Now I'm a sheep with a controller. Can I play this game with a controller? I fucking can. Amazing. Loving the background in mushy pea color. I like it. It's how I live. I can still make my palty ass face in here. Oh, that was my chair. Ignore it. Okay. I like that I'm pixely for a pixel game. I feel very cute. Oh yay, we bouncy. I like it too. Yeah. Hi Cinder Wheel. Okay. Where do we get the soil from to make our offspring? A barren spot of forest long since struck by some invisible ailment. The most picturesque section of forest you have ever set eyes upon. Or a quiet graveyard. No, the head pats do not work yet. I don't think. No, they don't. Don't try it. I need to set things up. Ow! I need to set it up still, okay? Listen, I will. What am I? A degenerate? Okay. I want to pick graveyard. Yeah. The walk to the graveside was quiet. When the recluse arrived, they looked down at the grave of their mother. Perhaps this child wouldn't be related by blood, but she could be related by dirt, if nothing else. Arriving back at their meeting place, the recluse was excited to share this selection with the witch. So that's what you... It doesn't work! Oh my god, this is gonna piss me off all stream. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it work. No. You're number 2? Number 2 fan! I don't know how this shit works. I am 8-bit. Cause you can get 8 bites and I'm gone. Oh, you're my sub? Wouldn't be my first one. I'm sorry. I'm feeling cocky. I'm feeling cocky now I'm small. Oh my... Listen, the head pets I'm not letting you guys have them. Let me get rid of them right now. Let me delete head pat. Well, it doesn't work. Hey, get refunded. I'm gonna refund you. Okay? I'm disabling the shop. Wait, throw still works. Ow! Oh my, I have to refund you now! No! Stop that. Stop that. Listen, I just set this up. Cut me some slack. Okay. How do I just take it out temporarily? I don't know. That's it. Shop is disabled because I need to set things up. Suffer. Oh, hi. Good luck, M2M. Good luck. It's kind of your fault when people waste points. I just redeemed it, bitch. I just redeemed it. No. Listen, look, see this? Flippers, this is called a refund. I have processed it. There you go. Oh, waste their points when you're this kid. Hey! I'll add back. Okay? Don't get mad at me. Why do you have a crown now? I don't fucking know. YouTube is up to their bullshit again. So that's what you picked, eh? Very well, it shall do. Failing the need to scrub their skin, the recluse retire into their hut to cleanse themselves. I read one half of a sentence, I react, and then I read the second half. You can see I get into conflict easily. I need to stop. Jesus Christ, the amount of wool, Black Rot. Holy moly. Mushroom Gaming, we are. I saw like the little chibi models that people were getting. And I got this one for a good deal. It's customizable. And I didn't want to spend like hundreds, you know. That's not economical. And this user specifically has it, so you can modify all of the texture files, and they're okay with that. So I was able to draw my eyes in the Photoshop file. That's why I started late. I like modifying. My first decree is to ban social anxiety. Are you gonna kill me? How are you gonna ban that? That's like 99% of my existence. What do you mean? It is interesting. Good news, everyone. The exam committee sent me an email telling me I officially graduated today. Good luck! Well done, Flippers! Way! Well done! He's a mariner man. He's marinated today. We love him. Congratulations, Flippers. We have tasks. More tasks. The second day, the recluse slept more soundly that night than they had in ages. Having a purpose again soothed them, even if they had found themselves caught up with a witch. They elected not to think about that, though. Instead, when the morning came, they simply did what they had to do, which is to say, they got up and went to meet with the witch. Upon watching the recluse's approach, a sardonic smile lit the witch's face. You completed the first task admirably. 2 more, and I can finally give you what you want. She paused for only a moment before delivering her next message of import. There have been some, activities I've been meaning to get to. Perhaps you could make yourself useful and cross one of them off the list for me. Not realizing he was simply saving the witch some time, the recluse determined which task they were most suited for. Oh, I love choice. I love choice. You are qualified to marinate. Yay! Yay! Dude, I can't. I'm so happy. I'm tiny. I'm just a little guy. I love this. I spent forever picking out stuff. Now I'm small. Organize a surprisingly understated collection of keepsakes. Prepare the witch a comforting meal. Test the selection of elixirs with quality. Let's make her a meal. Like, girl has been working, okay? Cooking was a simple affair, much kinder seeming than the rest. It was an easy decision for the recluse. What do witches like to eat? The recluse pondered this question, figuring that one could not go wrong with a simple meal of eggs and bacon. Arriving back to their meeting spot, the recluse was excited to report their progress to the witch. Ah, very good. How kind of you. After quickly wiping themselves down, the recluse returned to their hut for the remainder of the night. Flames? I'm not flamey. The third day. With 2 assignments complete, the recluse could feel their excitement grow. If this witch was being honest, and for some reason they felt like she was, that meant this could be the last night they spent without a child. They hoped so, at least. That was all they could do. Barely remembering to get dressed, the recluse dashed to the meeting spot. Again, the witch has been waiting for them. Welcome back, recluse. Are you prepared? Today is your big day, is it not? The last task is an easy one, or at least I believe so. Bring me something colorful, something bright that you will think will suit her. When they were first told of the 3 tasks, the recluse had imagined things were much more difficult. It seemed so easy as to be a trick, which they supposed only meant they should take it seriously, as if a mistake could mean death. With death in mind, the recluse needed to decide where to search for color. Holy moly. These decisions so impactful. Wait, let me drink. I have a tea. Delicious. Hi, Zephyr. Witches are like the Clavius bar, a living monkey's paw though. I don't know. I think they're pretty hot. They probably have big tits. Yum. A little AFK. I love it. So we can pick either a field of flowers or a stony river. I'm picking the flowers. My girl deserves something nice. If someone wanted color, where else would they be to even consider? The recluse decided to make their way to a particularly idyllic field of flowers. The field was filled with an overwhelming amount of choice. Before long, the recluse narrowed down the options to a few. Milkweed, the bright orange herald of the butterflies. Cardinal flowers, a prideful red bloom. Bleeding hearts, sanguine, a symbolic. Oh, ho, ho. It could be an edgy bitch. What's that? A pumpkin? Foxglove, purple bell like blooms. Purple. This bitch likes purple. Wild foxglove. These flowers had always enchanted the recluse, standing tall at the edges of the path. It was as though they were luring them, tempting them to stray from the path. Perhaps today the recluse just might. An edge of temptation can be healthy. Can it? Can it? Eh? Recluse return. That changed my screen color. What? That's cool. Wait. I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of the thingy for you guys. Yeah. I'll get rid of the taskbar. Pop it more in the middle. Oh. Ah, there we go. Yeah. I'll have to reset it next stream, but that'll be nicer for you. Don't say I don't do anything for you guys. The recluse returned to the witch's hut, coloured item in hand. What? Mushypedia? Mushypedia. What the fuck? Ah. Ah. Bro got lost in the sauce. She silently took the object, nodding her head to the recluse in recognition. The recluse stood there for a moment, unsure, before finally the witch realized what they were expected. Oh ho ho! You want your promised daughter, don't you? Her voice was almost mocking, but at least it was not overtly cruel. I suppose I must tell you that I lied, human. I do require several more trifling things from you. First is the matter of payment. The recluse should have known that everything is for a cost. Wealth? Life? Larger quanta— You're a bank. Fuck off. Pay me at much later date in a way I choose. Seems like the worst one. You know what seems like the best one? If we just pay them back in larger quantities. I'm not tiny. I'm normal sized. What do you mean? Okay, we'll pay her in larger quantities. They told her they could not pay her today, but would soon. Very well, another day then. I can't. With the payment settled, the witch simply smiled and handed the recluse a small pot. Humans are tricky, but mushrooms are much more resilient. Consider this an upgrade. Don't worry. Eventually, she will develop a mind. Simply give her time, as much as she needs. Soon, your wish will be in full bloom. I'm just tinier. I suppose with all that settled, though, there is one last thing for you to consider. A young girl needs a proper name. The recluse thought on the witch's demand before offering the final thing they had to give. Oh, what? I have to name my child. What? What would I name a child? Ha! I already know what I'd name her. I am gonna name her Nyx. Nyx is such a nice name. It's tiny, but it's vicious. Then she walked away, only fate knowing if the two should ever meet again. Chapter 2: Cultivation. Oops. Huh? Though the recluse was unsure of the specifics, they did realize that it was important to heed her instructions, care for the pot and dirt and everything that lay within. So the recluse geared up, as any parent should, and assessed the things they needed to raise a child. Finances, in case a nearby village had goods or services that you could not provide. Nutrients for the child to help it grow strong. They would need plenty, as it would be depleted on a daily basis. And finally, the recluse's own stamina could not be ignored. One cannot burn the candle from both ends indefinitely. Nix the night. It's a cute name. Thus began the longest growing season of the recluse's life. You realize that, buried in your new goal, you've forgotten to feed yourself, or procure any human food, really. What seems like the most nutritious option? To the market. To the woods. What was this mushroom for again? It looks tasty. Bitch, we're not gonna eat our daughter? You can fuck off. We're not gonna get game over ASAP. Oh yeah, I want a daughter. I want a daughter. Don't fucking eat her. No. Sneak, Morels, away from your charge. Eh? Go to the woods, bitch. Get your lazy ass out there. You know where to find food. It's been something that you've never struggled with previously. It's part of you, and nothing can change that. Not even a mushroom. Oh, you lurking, Zephyr? Hi. Oh, you're painting. Oh, that's so cute. You need to show me. Making your way to your favorite nook, you quickly find what you were after. Of course, the generous bounty of treats for your daughter is a nice bonus. Yes, we must feed our child. The decision being made, life continued. We might have just killed our daughter if we chose to eat it. I love it. One day, you awake slightly earlier than usual, and you're somewhat what the fuck is that word? Somnambulant. In your somewhat somnambulant state, you hear an ethereal croon. Croon? Why are you making me read words that are fancy? I'm just small. Fuck off. Originating from your garden. When you go out, you spot it. A small fairy clad in purple is sitting amongst your crops. It's our daughter. We're not gonna sell our fucking daughter. Fuck off. We gave it purple, so it's purple. It's our daughter. Build a small fairy garden in your daughter's room using supplies. Offer a coin to the fairy to gain their favor. That is your child. Hunt the fairy to use as food for your daughter. That is your daughter. Fuck off. We'll build a small fairy garden in your daughter's room. Yeah. Without delay, you quickly gather your supplies. Greenery, some common foods. Hell, throw in a drop of blood. They love that sort of thing. This dialogue's amazing. After consulting some books to ensure that it's an appropriate space, you lure the fairy in with treats. Though they seem unsure at first, the fairy eventually accepts your offer of a home. Though your daughter is not yet old enough to appreciate this pet, you're sure she will in time. Oh, so it isn't? Ha! The decision being made, life continued. Huh? Something's happening. Bro, it's like a Pokemon evolution. Oh. I now know the feeling of being a mother and wanting to tell your daughter that she needs to lose some weight. Why is she a potato? Why is she a potato? No. I always wondered, why are mums so mean to their offspring? If my offspring came out looking like that, Damn, my kid better not be on Xbox Live, you know what I'm saying? Your daughter has changed into the night. You awaken one morning to the sound of something moving about your home. Your daughter has grown a pair of sturdy legs. The creature walks about easily, using her new strength to push and rummage through your belongings. Her demeanor seems cute and helpful, often following you as you go about your daily tasks. Oh, the muffin. That's my child! Only I can insult her. You take that back. Ah! Encourage her cooperation. Spend time nurturing her environment. Motivate her to do something safer. Nah, this bitch can help me. Assist. You're not pretty enough to stand around doing nothing. Your daughter's development is going better than expected, and you want to promote her helpful nature. You take extra time on your chores, explaining the steps and giving her the opportunity to try new things. She doesn't actually help much, and you aren't sure if she actually understands you, but she clearly enjoys the experience. With the decision being made, life continues. Your daughter needs food too, and you've just run out. You need to find something to feed her soon, or she'll surely starve. Gather nutritious substance? Oh, you can't spend the time, so she have to go. Bitch, we have time. Gather that. You spend the day foraging and digging in the woods and return with a heap of mushroom food for your hungry daughter. It's a little hard to be sure, but it seems like she's thankful for your efforts. One evening, you hear a light knocking at your door. Quite a rare occurrence. Peeking through the window, you witness none other than the Witch of the Woods standing on the doorstep of your humble hut. Oh shit, let me save. Let me do a save. There we go. I'm sorry! Disabled. I need to rebind stuff. I'm small now. Peeking through the window, you witness none other than blah 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 blah. Could she be here for a visit or to settle a debt? Bitch, we're not gonna pretend we're not here. What the hell? Why does she look like... Who? Who? Ah! Better not be me. I'm Astral. Oh, yeah. Decision based game. Listen. Paimon might be pretty based now that her voice actor was recast. That's all I'm saying. Give her payment in full with interest. Yeah, do it. You greet her at the door, money in hand. If she's surprised, she sure doesn't show it. Thank you for your generous contribution. Consider our deal complete. She gives you a pleasant smile and parting bow before returning to the woods. With that particular weight lifted off your shoulders... My finances went to zero! The fuck? You rest a little more peacefully than usual that night. Huh? Something's happening. Gain trait. Can I get a refund? I don't like my child. I'm joking. I'm sure she's pretty on the inside. And that's what matters. One morning, you notice that your daughter is nowhere to be seen. After some searching, you find a massive clump of mushrooms resembling your daughter's, protruding in a small clearing. Brushing away some of the freshly turned soil around, you can see the top of your daughter's head, having seemingly undergone a transformation. She twitches in response to your probing, and shifts until the earth again covers her head. What? Wait for her. Dig her out. Bitch, you can stay in there if you want. You weren't helping me with the chores anyway. Your daughter seems intent on being underground, so you won't disturb her. After waiting for an hour, you decide to let her be and go about your daily tasks, occasionally returning to check on her. Later in the day, you return to find her sitting in the clearing. Her creature had now taken the form of a younger... I knew it! I knew it! She was brewing. Let her cook! Let her cook! With the decision being made, life continues. You've been irresponsible with your funds. One more necessary expense, and you won't have enough food to survive. Oh, You loathe to interact with others, but you may have to find some work in town. You'd rather die poor than get a job, and you just What get a job? You swallow your pride and head to the village to do manual labor. It's demeaning work, but the fruits of your labor will ensure that your daughter will survive yet another day. A decision being made, life continues. Your daughter needs food. You just run out. You'll need to find food. Okay, let's gather the nutrients. Spend the day digging in the woods. It's hard, but she's fed. Good. An end? One night, you find yourself struggling to sleep. Your mind wanders as you consider your current place in life. You've lived peacefully with your daughter for many moons. Initially, it was strange. Well, it never stopped being strange, but you're always thankful for the company. Besides, the affection you felt for her was like any parent would feel towards a child. That was normal, at least. Your thoughts turned to the concept of time. Particularly how you were once again alone, and how you were afraid that you will be again someday. Your daughter has had more and more curiosities about the outside world. It's only a matter of time before she wants to strike her own path. You hope you will be fulfilled now. You hope you've done enough. Ultimately, you find comfort in what you've done. You may have had mainly failures in your life, but there's one thing you know you can die proud of. Gained trait, Woody. Gained trait, animal friend. And a new beginning. Telling the recluse that you wanted to see more of the world wasn't an easy conversation. As they grew older, you worried about leaving them on their own. Thankfully, your concerns were unwarranted. They were happy that you had grown enough to want to move out. They even offered to help you build your own home, close to theirs. You were welcome to visit any time, obviously. Faster than you would have anticipated, the two of you built your home together. They showed you all the tricks they knew, and they made sure to impart as much knowledge as they possibly could. Finally, the day arrived. You were officially on your own. Mushrooms are seasonal. Does she die in the autumn and regrow? I don't know. I don't want my daughter to die. What the hell? Why are you telling me this? You were scared a little, but also excited. It felt like a new chapter was just beginning for you. Gain trait, loving parent. Oh, she's pretty. Nyx, common, purple, chicken of the woods. Wait, she looks cute. Oh shit, let me save, bitch. Okay, history. Despite some initial uncertainty, you find that your new home may even be nicer than the recluse's shack. Your first days living outside of your parents' home are occasionally daunting, but also filled with possibility. What would you like to do? Hoo-hoo. She is pretty, I like her. Oh shit, that's my Mushroompedia. Number of living daughters? What? Are there dead daughters? Ah. Get me out of here! Okay. Oh my god, this game's big! There's decisions! Okay, let me slurp. Holy moly! Holy moly! More decisions than most AAA games. Oh boy. Take the day to visit the recluse. Rest for the day, allowing your body a chance to heal. Go to the country. The night sky is clear and beautiful as you sit on a stump atop a small hill looking up. Something catches your eye and you notice the streak of a shooting star. Quick, make a wish. Wish to be blessed with delicious food. That's a good wish. Wish to go stronger. Wish to stay in good health. Wish for the star itself. Wish for it to rain tomorrow. Wish for the people of the kingdom to live peaceful lives. That's such a cute... Raising mycelium stat... Oh my god! Why is everything mushroomy? I got obsessed with this song called Mycelium Eyes. Is that... That's mushroom, isn't it? Dude, I don't believe in star signs. I might start believing in mushroom signs though. Okay. So that gains humanity. This gains mycelium. Stronger. Robustness. This is getting us some fucking food. I feel like food is good. I feel like we'll struggle with food at the start. But this seems like a rare event. Why would we want the star? Why would we want it to rain? Why would we want them to live peaceful lives? What is this? Woody. You possess a woody toughness, not particularly durable for a mushroom. Oh, she's so cute. A common mushroom with a famously meaty texture. My daughter's meaty. Guys, gonna post this on Twitter. My meaty daughter. Fungi supremacy. You have an endearing animal-like appearance. Our daughter seems to be the most cutest patootist. What the f- You've grown into a young woman. I have a loving parent. I have a small magical friend that has a tendency to follow me. My daughter is amazing. I love her. Why is she so good? Chicken of the Woods is actually so fucking good. Hey, no spoilers! No spoilers! I know nothing about this game. Ah! I love my wife. No, she's not my wife, she's my daughter. I'm sorry, I'm so used to saying I love my wife. There's none in Europe, sadly. You just wanted to try. Oh shit! No! You weren't talking about the game. This is an actual mushroom. Thank you for following, Sayat. You found some in the UK, but it's fairly rare. Oh, I see. I think because we're robust, we should get more strong. We got a 5. That's a fail. We failed that. You can fuck off. I'm save scabbing. I'm a scab. Okay. I'm rolling this until I win. Okay. I wish to stay in good health. You fried your garlic butter. It's very good. Ooh. I like a gnocchi. I like a gnocchi mushroom. in a hot pot. It's crunchy. Ang, ang. 6. Oh, you got it. Oh, we got it. You slept so well that night, and when you woke up, you feel full of vigor, ready to take on another day. One day, you notice a strange intruder wandering around near your home. An elderly man, sporting an unkempt beard full of Kill him! Kill him! Oh, thank you. Thank you, White Black. Good in soup. Yes! In gnocchi, I like noodles. Crunchy. When he spots you, a lopsided grin fills his face. Well, ain't you summoned? The man lifts his hand over his head, briefly in greeting. Everyone's been talking about the fungal woman of the woods. That must be you. You suppose you've never met another mushroom girl? Now that you think about it, and it does feel a little odd to be singled out as such. The man continues speaking. I was just hoping to meet you, that's all. And I wanted to give you something. He reaches into a shabby pack at his side and pulls out a bound book. Its appearance is humble, yet it carries a certain weight to it. Almanac? This here is an almanac, containing every tidbit of mycological knowledge I've ever done learned. I've been working on this for a long time. Could even see it's my life's work, I guess. They grow up so fast, don't they? He looks down at the book in your hands with surprising tenderness. Then he's holding the book out to you. But there's always more lives to live. Ain't that just how this old cycle goes? Maybe you'll be able to help me fill up some gaps in here. There's still lots to see out there. You take the object and carefully pull it open. Truth be told, you've never been one for handling books, but within you find hundreds of illustrations depicting different mushrooms in a variety of colors. It's beautiful. By the time you look up, the old man is already walking away. He waves a hand at you and calls out a simple, "Be good now!" How odd. You do like his gift at least. Do it! Do it! Start growing mushrooms. Yeah. And post it in my Discord. I want to see it. I want to see the mushrooms. Yeah. While taking a stroll down the center of town, you catch the eye of a curious group of children. One of them lifts a finger to point at you and shouts, "Look! A big mushy!" That's, pretty rude by all means. But what do you want to do about this? Ignore the children and keep walking. How rude! Point and shout right back at them. Go over and see if they'd like to play. Offer the kids some homemade dried mushroom treats. Dude, that could be bad. That could be like the special type of mushrooms. But let me save. Thank you. We're a cute little gal. You wanna play? 10! Hey, we're past. Since you aren't that busy, and you wish to learn more about human children anyway, you turn to face the group and ask if you can play with them. The kids let you join in, and you learn of several new exciting games, things like tag, hide and seek, and particularly fascinating, the one called stick throw. A nearby parent approaches you, thanking you for keeping the children occupied while they shopped. You head... I think that increased my humanity. You head home a bit later after saying bye to your new little friends. That's so cute. Sorta reputable. Sorta reputable. Where is that? Ah! Your body is made of a useful resource, but you must be mindful to not give too much of yourself away. On use, it gives you a little snack for later. You eat yourself! You eat yourself! Yeah. My daughter better not be eating herself. No. Wealth. We have 2 wealth. Not the most. Somewhat reputable. You have been a good person. My daughter's the best. I love my daughter. She was a bit chunky growing up, but some people are, and that's okay. She's a fine little mushroom potato thing. I love her. While walking down a heavily wooded path, you notice a disheveled woman slumped mournfully against the base of a tree. She bears numerous scratches and light wounds, as well as peculiarly cold black lips. Stay away! Om nom chicken in the wood. I want chicken now! I want chicken! Her clothes are torn and dirty, but despite this, you can tell they were once quite expensive. This sounds like a ghost. This sounds like a fucking ghost. Fuck off. Curiosity piqued, you approach the woman, asking if she needs help with something. The woman grimaces, shaking her head. Nothing can be done for me. I have been sentenced to death. As she speaks, you notice her tongue is stained, as if she had been licking ink. You can't help but feel intrigued, so you insist. What does she mean? A few weeks ago, I was walking through these woods when I witnessed the most beautiful woman I had ever known, picking flowers alone. I am ashamed to say I was so taken by her stunning looks, but I followed the woman, aiming to at least ask her name. I discovered far too late, however, that it was no woman, but the witch of the woods herself. Oh, she a baddie! She a baddie! I knew it! I knew the witch was hot! Fun fact, depending on context, Soma means either body or slave. The word for child, pais, can also mean slave. Oh, grim dark future for the child? Maybe. We'll see. Your eyes widen. Few humans would even speak of a witch. To follow her into the woods is regarded as, well, a death sentence. I know not if it was a punishment or fulfillment of my unspoken request. But upon my approach, she twisted around and met me with a terrifyingly intense kiss. When I came round again, I bore a terrible curse. She visibly trembles, pulling at the tattered ends of her elegant dress. Solid cobbles seem to shift under my feet, and steady tools writhe like snakes in my grasp, conspiring to be dropped. I have been doomed to fail at all things. I've lost my work, my coin. I cannot even prepare food or forage without injuring myself. It has reached a point where I can do nothing but sit here and await. She trails off, pursing her blackened lips. Sounds like it was worth it, boys. I'm gonna kiss that whole bitch. Again, the doomed lady falls against the tree, staring blankly. It's apparent that she has utterly lost her will to go on. A cursed kiss from the witch of the woods. How unexpected! Ask her to give you the curse with a kiss? No! No! We don't want no STD! I'm loving this game. This is amazing. Decline to interfere in the witch's business. Right? Like, the witch did that for a reason. The witch made me. Tell her to pursue a romance. Oh, yes. Wait, hang on. I need to piss. I'll be right back. Oh, I'll make a hot chocolate too. Ayo. I'm back. Oh. Bye, Black Girl. Bye. Bye. Ah. Oh my goodness. I forgot. I was tripping out because I looked in the mirror. And I forgot. I impulsively like cut my hair earlier. So you know they always say, cut your hair when it's wet. Don't when you have curly hair. It's too short. I've given myself like the feminist bangs. I don't give a shit though because it will just grow back. And I have like 20 wigs. But I need to clean that up. I'll clean it up somehow. Yeah, you can pull it off. But only if you dye your hair a feminist color. There's the rule. There's the rule. So I gotta do that. I gotta do that at some point. But I just got jump scared looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, what? What? Listen. I've made choices. It's cheap. It's cheaper than getting someone else to do it. Sure, it's preferable in this hair. True. See, I have jellyfish haircut though, so it's only a bit shorter at the front. Listen. It felt good. Kind of. Yeah, I picked the right time. You know it. Okay. Go romance the witch. The lady is clearly missing the most important part here. The witch is totally into her. You tell the doomed woman that the witch clearly kissed her. Fail! No, you fucking not. No. Don't quick save. Yeah, go back to that. Oh, what the fuck? No. Okay, we passed here. Yep. I'm gonna pass all the checks. I'm too invested to lose. Okay. Ah, fuck. What? It's random? Hang on. No! I wanted the romance! Okay. Does this mean you can lose this roll? Okay. Whatever! I'm over it. Okay, I understand how the game works now. I need to save before the dialogue. Ooh! One day, without realizing it, you've stayed in the village much later than intended. The sun has finally set, and darkness has enveloped all. Thankfully, you are fully capable of taking care of yourself. You know this settlement well, and the lack of sun does not change that. You decide to take a shortcut through an alley. But to your surprise, there are others there as well. Quite a few others, in fact. It quickly becomes apparent to you that most of the alley's denizens are going into a single door, one that, when opens, allows you to hear faint sounds of revelry and triumph from within. When they go to leave, many small trinkets seem tired from a long night of cheering. Dude, I'm going in! I'm having a good time! I'm bopping! Oh shit. Fine, I'll save. Is it a wrestling? I didn't think it'd be wrestling. After a while of spying, you get the impression that people are free to enter. Your people, basically. So you figure it's safe to investigate further. As you step inside, the roar of the crowd grows in volume and clarity. It takes your eyes a second to adjust to the dim light. You move past a few tables full of merchant goods into a large room of people. At the center of it all is an arena topped with a fighting ring. The ring is currently in use as two combatants circle each other. Mushroom wrestling, literally. One fighter is a man in a crude grasshopper mask, constructed out of dyed linen and leaves. He moves with a quick, staggered step, often feinting at his opponent. His opponent, a tall figure, largely obscured by a dark cloak, counters nimbly, keeping low. You watch as the grasshopper man grabs the cloak, using it to pull his opponent around the ring. You find yourself drawn towards the crowd. The mood of the fight is simply intoxicating. Before you know it, you're whooping and hollering with the rest. Finally, in a thrilling conclusion, the caped fighter manages to subdue the crude grasshopper. They triumphantly suplex the masked man to the joy of the crowd. Though initially slightly concerned for the man's health, you find that both fighters have support immediately afterwards. Slowly, the crowd begins to dissipate. What a thrilling event! As you go to leave, a chubby woman wearing an elaborately decorated pair of glasses stops you. I've never seen anyone quite like you before, love. If you ever want to fight, come back here anytime. I think that we could help you be something spectacular. You accept a scrap of paper the woman hands you. On it lists her name, where to meet her. After giving her a quick farewell, you dash back home with much to consider. We got invited to the wrestling leagues. How cool. You feel a crisp breeze. A breeze? You find it. You got that blaze. You feel a crisp breeze. The heat is relenting. Trees are changing in color. Fall has arrived. The changing weather has invigorated you. What would you like to do today? Holy moly, what do we do? I'm gonna save. I want to go to town. I want to take part in the wrestling. Crisp please. Oh my fuck. I thought I read that wrong for a sec. One day, you find yourself considering the thought of dinner, primarily that you don't feel like preparing it. While you don't need food, as the humans call it, you find that it's a comfort you particularly enjoy indulging in at times. Those times are primarily in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening as well. You've been told humans enjoy their meals in this structure as well. This lack of will, yet interest and flavor, compels you to think. You remember that in the village there is an establishment you have yet to visit, a restaurant run by one of the locals. A meal without having to cook? What a brilliant idea! If you were going to ask a stranger for food, you figure you should try to play to human social norms. Perhaps it would be wise for you to blend in more than normal today. You decide to don a head wrap and dark-tinted glasses to conceal some of your abnormal appendages and make your way quickly into town. Thankfully, you are familiar with the area it is located in. This knowledge helps you get there with the utmost haste. Oh, enjoy your spaghetti. Good morning, good morning. When you arrive, you cautiously enter the front door of the establishment. Within, you see a woman nervously pacing. On your entrance, she jumps. Oh! She gasps, and quickly straightens herself up. She gives you a thorough look over, as if trying to deduce something about you. Her eyes go from your glasses to your head wrap. Finally, it's as if she has a realization. How discreet! I understand. Please come this way, madame. Discreet? What a strange thing to be complimented on. But she seems polite enough, so you do as she says. She guides you to a quaint table in the corner of the dining room. The tabletop is decorated with a fine silk tablecloth, as well as a small selection of lit candles. You go to pull the chair out from the table, but the woman stops you. Ah, allow me. She pulls out and pushes you back in. Is this... She pulls out the chair and pushes you back in. Is this what a restaurant is? A servant and a meal? She begins to tell you about the current offerings of the establishment, detailing the many virtues of the chef's hardtack and pork stew. And don't you worry about the price, ma'am. For you, it is on the house. Huh? Everything does sound good. For free? And yet, so many options. What the fuck? For free? Okay. Pork stew with a piece of haddock, chanterelle, and fiddlestone fern risotto. Aerated squirrel liver pate with a rustic acorn soil. That sounds like the best one. Soil? That sounds like nutrients to you. While you originally came here seeking a good old-fashioned human meal, the concept of fine dirt prepared by a chef is compelling. You tell the waitress that you will simply have the air and dirt. After a passing moment of confusion, she simply lets out an emphatic and departs to take your order to the kitchen. With the waitress gone, a certain silence fills the room. You are there alone at the table. Admittedly, this is a situation you aren't used to. Do humans spend much of their time in such a manner, sitting in a room in someone else's residence, unsure of what they are allowed to do? In any case, the time somehow passes quickly. You can just barely make out the faint sound of cookery in the background, pots clanging and wet squelches. The excitement does have an effect on your appetite, and when you finally spot the server coming in with a tray in her hand, you can almost hear your non-existent stomach gurgling. Here you are, ma'am. She sets the tray down, the aroma slowly reaching you. She reaches out, placing an incredibly small white dish in front of you, despite an evocative name. Despite an evocative name, the smell is actually not as strong as what you had expected. Honestly, you can barely identify the items on the plate. An airy blob of brown with a sprinkling of brown. That seems like mushroom food to me. Regardless, you take the dish and turn it upwards, letting the contents fall into your mouth. Delicious. After sufficient enough time to finish your meal, the server reappears, accompanied by a rotund man wearing a chef's smock. The server quietly takes your empty dish as the chef approaches. I wanted to come out and personally thank you for coming by tonight, he speaks. I know you could be at any other establishment in our village right now, but I'm honored that you chose mine. You suppose that what he's saying is true, though a little odd to say. Nevertheless, you appreciate his kind words? I apologize if that's too direct, but could I ask, did we pass muster? Did you enjoy your meal? You contemplate his question and think about the meal you just ingested. It was truly different from anything you've ever had before. It was incredible. Could be better. No, you liked that. Why would you lie? It was incredible. Thank you. Well, honestly, you're able to tell the man it was one of the best meals you've ever eaten. He squeals with joy, quickly covering his mouth. Oh, thank you. This will be so good for business. Please, come again any time. He forcibly shakes your hand and leaves in a giddy rush. Finally, with the whole ordeal done, you stand to leave. You were told the meal was free, and everyone seems to be gone, so you suppose that's your cue. As you walk out the entryway, your shoulder accidentally collides with something. You look over, seeing a strange, hunched woman. She is wearing a pair of dark glasses and a wrap around her head. In her hand, she holds a scrap of parchment paper with writings on it, as if she is some manner of writer. Ha! Ha ha! Oh! They thought she was us, but we were he. Who? You express a rushed apology and leave the restaurant at once. For some reason, you suspect that perhaps you were able to reap the rewards of a mistaken identity today, and you sure had fun doing it. Oh my god, I love this game. This game is so fun. What the hell? Walking around the village one day, you overhear a gaggle of fun-sized humans giggling the time away. You gradually sneak up on them and get close. Remarkably close. They don't really seem to care that you're there. Hey, wait, are they ignoring you on purpose? The nerve of some flesh eaters. At least you can listen in to whatever seems to be so engrossing. How much? One of the kids exclaimed. Her jaw drops in sheer awe of another kid, whose chest is proudly puffed out. With a grin, the child reiterates, enough to buy 3 bags of candy. No fair, another child cries out. When I lost mine, all she bought me was enough for a hoop and a stick. The other kids looked at the child with pity. Hoop and stick was just so last season. Well, anyway, the boastful kid continues. I have another one loose, so I can expect even more candy here soon. That's not fair. I want to lose a tooth. You're younger than me. What gives? It's probably because of all that candy, one of the kids said, getting met with only a shrug from the proud child as he smacked on his treats. Whatever. I'm gonna go home and pull my tooth out myself, and when you see me next, I'll have 4 bags of candy. The girl stormed off, determined to come into some coin of her own, which is odd, when you think about it. Do these kids get money for their teeth? Do they sell their other parts? You wonder briefly about the value of a kidney when you hear one of the gremlins shout, be sure to put it under your pillow. Aha, you realize. There's a caveat. One must need a tooth and then store it under their pillow. And then... money? It's such an occult practice if you think about it. Last time you checked, what you'd consider your teeth grow back after some time. This could prove to be lucrative. I'm not sure, honey pie, sweetie pie child, no. At length, you arrive home and find yourself less certain about this than when you were in the village. It's not like the fun-sized humans are known for their honesty. You pause for a moment and think. 1 tooth won't kill you, go for it. I mean, what if the witch is like, fuck it, I'm doing it. 1 tooth won't kill me. Not wanting to put any more time in attempting to convince yourself otherwise, you reach up into your mouth and grab a hold of what passes in your body as a tooth. Slow, steadily, pressure builds as you pull, and then, yeah! That hurts quite a bit. No matter what, your tooth won't come out. Your body is too tough to let it wrench free. You could always force it. You're not sure that's such a great idea. Wrench it? I'm fucking getting this tooth out no matter what. At this point, you've sunk enough effort into it that you may as well go for broke. Putting all your strength behind the attempt, you wrench out one of your bony nodules and hear a distinct crack. Can you play Magic Tile Free for YouTube playables? What is that? What is Magic Tile Free? The pain is blinding for a moment, and you find yourself presently staring down at a tooth in hand. Victoriously, you are now in the possession of a detached tooth and are eager to see what happens with resting it under your pillow. You snap awake in the middle of the night, your first thought being of what lays beneath your pillow. But you check. You find nothing. Not even your tooth. Who stole my tooth? Who stole my tooth? So you're awake then, eh? A small voice chimes from the center of your room. Glancing over, you spot an ill-tempered fairy and a few of their companions. Oh! Oh no! We scammed them! We scammed the fairies! No! See, here's the thing. You put a tooth under the pillow, all fine and there, till that tooth turns out tainted tooth at all. A group of fae will stare you down. You suspect it's for the best to remain still and to listen to the big palooka up front. Now, I'm a reasonable guy. I clock in, I clock out. I don't want no trouble now. But here's that issue. See, that boss lady ain't too keen on dancing type shenanigans. Now I can say you're just our innocent mush lady, and so this deal can be overlooked this one point. Unfortunately, we ain't able to give back that tooth of yours. Company practice, capiche? It's okay to grow back. We're going to be nice. We're not gonna be a little meanie. What the hell? Can you play phone case DIY for YouTube Player? What is YouTube Playables? What is phone case DIY? What is that? I'm very happy you're Coke free since 2015 though. Good on you. I'm a Dr. Pepper girl myself. Okay. They grow back. Oh yeah, that's how teeth work. At least once. You got your baby teeth and your adult teeth. No, just they grow back. They what? The fairy appears incredulous, and his companions volley fascinated whispers between themselves. You're saying you got a replenishable supply? You shrug. Essentially you do. It's not particularly pleasant to lose teeth, but it is technically doable. The fairies all pause for a moment, with gears noticeably turning in their minds. Sorry for the unpleasantries earlier. Boss lady just really want the message clear, you know. But, she did also have The fairies glance at his companions, with each in turn offering blank stares. Hi James. Hi. Can you please play Idle Restaurant for YouTube? Are these bot accounts? What is a YouTube playable? What is this? Right, she got a particular taste, it would say. What did he just say? Yeah, no, shaved over some food. It's like a nice mushroom powder. And you know, if it's got a seemingly infinite supply, the fairy begins fidgeting on his person, and all his companions all seem suddenly much more intrigued by your abilities. Here, take this. The fairy pulls out an adorably small business card from his pocket, handing it over. You look it over. There are words on the front, and on the back it seems. Is that a number? You're pretty sure that's a number. Though, if it is, it's a really lot. Wow. The fairy in charge catches your confusion, and upon realizing the situation, procures a different card. This one simply has a crude picture of someone kicking multiple mushrooms arranged in a... Is this how we call people? Is this how we call people? Huh? Oh, I see ya. See ya. Thank you. I hope you have a great day too. Give us a ring sometime, yeah? The main fairy says. Looking back at the artwork, you can't help but feel like it's a hate crime. Because it's kicking mushroom. Because we are a mushroom. But, upon looking back up, you realize the fairies have vanished without a trace. Only the lingering smell of bad aftershave and latent face stink remains. Unsatisfied with a lack of reward under your pillow, and annoyed by the usual fairy shenanigans, you attempt to go back to sleep. Maybe you'll check out that Tooth Fairy's deal someday. Until then, however, it's the middle of the night, and sleep beckons. Oh, we got the business card. Okay. That seems good. That seems really fucking good. Holy moly. Okay. There it is. A small business card for the Tooth Fairy Syndicate. Syndicate! They're gang! They're a gang! We've got a rusty knife. Ah! Fuck. No. No. Better. Okay. Oh, hang on. Let me shove it more to the right. Ha! There we go. Strolling along the countryside one day, you notice a figure walking in your direction. They're a ways off, but even at your distance, you can feel a peculiar aura emanating from them. You feel intimidated, despite not even being able to make out any of their details. As the distance between you shrinks, your feet have trouble moving. Huh. We're tough. We can take them. We can take them. Unless we can't. Maybe we can't take them. Swallowing your fears, you press forward. Once they're close enough, you realize the type of aura they're emanating and why it's so powerful. They're cool! They seem to notice you, frozen in sheer adulation, and introduce themselves as Alex the Dude Brohampson. Alex the Dude Brohampson throws you a pair of finger guns, and they're almost too smitten to stay standing. Just how can someone be so cool? Now I know what you're thinking. How can she be this dang cool? The dude makes a motion like she's dusting off her color. Well, it's a few things really. A bit of it you're born with, some of it it's learned, but the real deciding factor takes place during a cool-off. Cool-off? But you get 3 of those things together, and you got yourself one cucumber glass cool cat. You catch what I'm throwing. You pass by with a non-committal nod, still a bit confused and awestruck from the whole encounter. Ask them if they think you're cool? She's gonna say no. Or is she gonna say yes, because we are pretty cool. Do you think I'm cool? The dude scrunches her face. Well, for starters, if you have to ask, I mean, sure, you got your qualities to make you cooler than ice on an armpit, but it's more about showing you're cool, you know? Can't just keep it hidden away. Like I was saying earlier, one of the things that makes oneself cool is beating another at a cool-off. Try that out sometimes, you never know how cool you might be. The dude chuckles to herself. No, don't challenge me. There's a reason I've won the title of the dude. You have to be the one hot-tier lady with a deep damn soul to outcool the champ. Oh, my temp is only 20. As she starts to leave, you realize you haven't introduced yourself. Someone as cool as her knowing you by name would be something else. Stumbling down the road, you shout, "Wait! My name's Nix, by the way!" The dude smiles, flashing you a thumbs up before leaving down the road. Catch you later, Nix. A cool-off, eh? Human culture really never ceases to amaze you. A chilling breeze greets you one morning, heralding the approach of winter. With the end of the year approaching, you find yourself considering your aspirations. You want to accomplish something significant, you decide, something you'll remember. Take on a dangerous quest? Attend a charming evening at the gala? Pursue a great aspiration? Yeah, let's go for the aspiration. I'll shave. Maybe we could be cool there. There is something you actually wanted to accomplish, actually. You needed some great achievement to end the year on a high point. Take the Stoof Syndicate up on that offer. Find the dude and challenge them to a cool-off. Fuck it, I want the Tooth Syndicate. Remembering the business card invitation you received by the magical intruder, you decide to humor them. Plus, who knows what they have to offer? It's at least worth investigating. Plus, the boss sounds a bit interested in you. You decided you'll go when the time is right. After all, the last too few years has only just barely grown back. The chill in the air has invigorated you. What would you like to do today? Holy moly, what do we do? What do we do? I will save 1,000,000,000 times and not know what it is I'm doing. Okay, okay. Hmm. 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 Holy moly. Let's go on an expedition! Let's push ourselves a little. To the east of your forest lies a village of humans, but you have often found yourself wondering what you would do. What you would find if you simply kept traveling east. North, east, south, west. Ah, east is to the right, guys. Today, you have resolved to solve this mystery. With a packed, you depart, well prepared for a day trip. A far-leaf of trodden path guides you easily to the village, a route you're familiar with. Once you get beyond the far edge of the village is when the anticipation begins to build. The more you think about it, anything could be out there, and soon you'll see what it is. The journey is long. Well, as long as a day trip can be, you suppose. But after what feels like hours of walking through gently sloping valleys and hills, you begin to notice structures. Strike a band. You've unlocked all the music the world has to offer. Yay! Yay! Though they are aged, you recognize large monoliths that appear to have once been some kind of stone wall, perhaps defensive fortifications. Oh, hang on, I just need to grab something. Okay, I'm back. Though near age, you recognize large monoliths that appear to wonder. Yeah. As you walk further, you find buildings as well, but you suspect it has been a very long time since any humans have lived in them. Nature, however, seems to be doing her best to claim stake to the abandoned town. Large pine trees stand proudly, unmoved by the winter's chill, and you even manage to spot several animals you have only rarely seen previously. While exploring, you happen to notice a few different tasty-looking plants. Perhaps you'll take advantage of this and do some foraging while you're out. No, I don't. It's disabled right now. I need to get it working. Look for nut and seed, harvest roots, traps and Ah! My defenses are impenetrable this stream. Pluck evergreen needles? Trap critters, harvest roots. Let's look for some seed. Though there's less fresh greenery there than there might have been in spring or summer, you know there are snacks to find for those who know where to look. In your case, you follow closely in the footsteps of the noble squirrel, mainly metaphorically, however. You did spot one happily filling its cheeks, as you yourself were filling your forageables bag. With dinner procured, and then some, you decide it is time to say goodbye to this strange little abandoned town for now, and begin the long trip home. Perhaps someday you shall return. They say. What do you mean, Falcon? I'm just small. One day, while attending to some foraging business in the woods, you make a strange discovery. What else is new? You go to retrieve some fruit from a low shrub, but as you move a branch, you notice something. I got so scared! Thank you for the follow, Bunju. Yay. As you go to retrieve some fruit from a low shrub, and as you move a branch, you notice something out of the corner of your eye. A glint of metal. Metal? It could be a lost item belonging to some human, or it could be something valuable for you to keep. You go to more closely examine the item and have a realization. Before you is a perfectly sculpted copper hand. As you lean in to look for any marks that could betray its origin, you realize the hand is connected to a body. Oh, goodbye, Paito. I'll see you. The thing before you is unbelievable. It's as if someone had taken a person and plated them with copper. You wonder if this is the case for a second, but reel with horror when you see it move. The being stands up. Surely plated copper could not move with such fluidity. You hear a sound, as if the thing was speaking. What the hell? You are unsure of what to say. You got that right. The thing seems confused at your confusion for a moment, before snapping her fingers in thought. She stretches one arm up, touches the back of her head, and cheerfully speaks. Sorry, I totally forgot to adjust my translator. Can you understand me now? You find yourself shocked, for a moment, at the chipper disposition of whatever this thing is. While your response is slightly delayed by shock, you confirm to her that you, technically, understand what she's saying. This information brings her joy, which results in a little hop and exclamation of the phrase, well... Her excitement is contagious. When she clasps her hand in yours, you can't help but jump with joy. Being this close to her, you get a chance to examine this being more closely. Once you look beyond her glistening coat, you can see her physical characteristics more clearly. She is petite, thinly stalked, and standing just slightly shorter than you, with similarly numbered and proportioned limbs. Though her face is human-like in nature, it is not precise. Spotting the differences in human faces was occasionally challenging to you, but something about hers felt a little off. Maybe an eye too many? And do humans ever normally have those little antennae? Is this a robot? Is this a romanceable robot? You quickly snapped out of your thoughts as the being asked you a question. Sir, are you a member of a dominant species on this planet? I'd love a tour guide if you wanted to show me what people do for fun around here. You consider her request for a second. What do people do for fun? Well, you suppose you have a couple of ideas. Show her what your daily life is like. Show her what a specific human's daily life is like. Show her the village. Village date! Village date! Yes, okay. Yeah, show her village. A tour of what humans like to do? Ah, shit! Clicked the wrong button. Wait a second, you know exactly what humans like to do. They like to live in a little village with other humans. This is the most autistic writing ever. I love it. You tell the girl that you're not a member of a dominant species, but you can help show her where they hang out. Without wasting any time, the two of you begin to walk to town. Your guest frequently interrupts your journey, stopping to marvel at some footprints left in the mud, or interrogating you about the function of a pine cone. Thankfully, she is always happy to hear your perspective on these things as well. Your evidently vast knowledge about this area amuses and entertains her curiosity. Of course, when the two of you actually arrive in town, her excitement only grows. There's people after all, so many of them. The two of you end up near the market, a wide open area with tons of interesting human stuff, like food and even clothing. Whilst browsing, something seems to catch her eye. She picks up a copper-plated door knocker, large and ornate, and carefully caresses it. Wow, this is just like me, huh? She compares the glisten of the knocker to her own skin, tilting it in different ways to see it in a different light. The salesperson, despite clearly being unsure about the two of you initially, clearly knows a customer when he sees one. It complements you perfectly. I've never seen such a clear match before. Your copper companion looks at you with a pleading expression. I want this. If she wants it, you'll buy it for her. Purchase it with a 5-finger discount? Eh? Dude, just buy it. Just buy it. Why not? I don't understand discount, but I think that means that we would die or something. I don't know. Do we have money? Hopefully. You ask the man how he expects payment, and he sighs. Just hand me the coins. That is to say, simply place the payment on the upper left corner of the choice card. If you have any wealth at all, that is. Huh? Huh? What? Am I broke? I'm sure I had money. I thought I had money. Maybe I'm broke. Maybe I'm broke. Why? Would it appear on the sides or? Wait. This game is so complex. But let's try and get the discount. How petty these humans could be over something silly like currency. It was a simple door knocker. There was no reason for them to hoard it so tightly. Thankfully, you have your own method to get around such snooty situations. Instead of asking the merchant about the knocker, you decide that a bit of distraction is in order. You quietly ask your companion to play along, and then approach the merchant. You look him in the eye and explain that this fascinating creature standing with you is your homunculus. Recently, she has acquired a bit of an independent streak, and you are considering selling her for a scrap. The merchant nods knowingly. Ah, of course. I hear that is a challenge when creations take a mind of their own. You have the copper girl show off to the merchant, an activity she was happy to participate in. Whilst distracted, you simply stash the knocker in your pack. When he comes back to report his appraisal to you, you act as if you are considering it for a moment. And tell him you're going to see if any of the other merchants could offer you a better price. Ah, we're so sneaky! You grab your friend by the arm and walk off before he has a chance to complain. Once you're sufficiently out of sight, you hand the knocker to her. Oh my god, that was so funny! I got a super navy too. An alien crash landed and a mushroom is teaching her crime. I love it. She holds her new copper knocker proudly throughout the rest of the day as you finish exploring the village. Finally, the sun is setting. She has a large grin on her face. Thanks for being such a good tour guide. And now I have a better idea on how to operate those humans too. You bid farewell to the coppered girl. You're glad she learned the lesson early that humans at times simply must be tricked to be tolerable. Oh my... No! I hope she learns that I'm just poor. I'm just poor, okay? That's not what you should do. That's not what you should do. As you go to the local bakery, you feel a set of eyes staring at you. You turn your neck and barely catch a glance at the man following you. He's wearing a beret and a chef's apron, and it's making you feel uneasy. Run back at home? Tell the man off. You're not for eating. You angrily turn your heel and yell at him. I am a person, you know. You could see him visibly pale, taking a handkerchief out of his pocket and wiping the sweat from his brow as he chokes out an apology. As you should, as you should. You awake in the middling hours of a mild winter morning. The solace of solitude is disrupted only by latent birdsong carrying on the gentle wind. But try as you might, you are unable to shake the memory of the elusive Tooth Fairy and her goons. You have kept the business card handed to you at night beside your bed. Grabbing it, you look over it carefully. You look it over. There are words on the front and on the back. It's a crude picture of someone kicking multiple mushrooms arranged in a circle. Give us a ring, you recall the main fairy saying. Looking back at the artwork, you feel like it's a hate crime, but regardless, as the gears in your mushy brain grind, you come to the realization, surely it can't be that on the nose. Walking outside, it doesn't take long before you set upon a small patch of mushrooms arranged in a circle. From what you've heard, these patches are quite popular among fae folk. And well, the card does show to commit heinous acts of what you can only assume to equate to property damage, and yet kick, snip, snaps, bippity bap. Before you know it, the stench of cheap fragrances and cured meats envelops you. An angry voice calls out, "Hey, what you doing to my—" "Oh, it's you!" Before you could even stammer out a greeting, a warm, soft, encompassing aura envelops you and whisks you away. When your senses return to you, you find yourself in an ethereal place. It's less chaos incarnate and more abstracted normalcy as your brain tries to make heads or tails of the geometry. The various inconsistencies and nuanced architectural stylings prove a bit too much for you, however, and your eyes end up focusing mostly overhead. Above you, the sky is luminous and beautiful, coruscant and intimidatingly mighty. "Okay, mushy pants," the fairy leader from before says just behind you. Frankly, the little wise guy was a better reason to keep your eyes skywise than anything else. The fairy catches you staring at the sky and registers your whole not from around here vibe. "Ah, right then. I sees ya. Fey place can be a bit sticky in the brain if you ain't got the casing for it. Let's get you inside. Sides, boss lady likes to see ya." You let the fairy guide you by the hand. It seems that even the laws of gravity are mutable in this place. "So, yeah, what we got in here is a little slice of what we done cut of ourselves. We call it the cavity. It's our own little pocket in the fairy realm. You know, it's probably lucky that you done chose this fairy circle. Pretty sure a fairy moved into the neighborhood lately, and their crews ain't so amicable to folks in us." He pauses for a moment, realization washing over him like gravy on a steak sandwich. "Really makes you wonder who the true syndicate is sometimes." He seems caught up in his own world, grumbling to himself as he guides you across the area. "Gobble gobble. Protection money's one thing, but those fees. And it's my grass anyway. I should get to choose its length." Oh, it's a HOA. Fucking HOA, I hate them. "Meanwhile, the property prices, oi, give out." Suddenly, the muttering stop, and you can feel the tension in the fairy relax. "Ah, where is now? Come on, step inside. 'Tis a lot prettier here." You open your eyes, shocked to find yourself in a beautiful mansion. "Like the styling, taken from the architectural taste of an old friend of the boss. Bit ostentatious if you ask me, but who done love a good curve and staircase? Anyway, I got said that I let the boss know you's at here. Let's feed to peruse and stitch. The boss extends our hospitality." As the fairy leaves, you're left to your own devices. With some time to kill, you decide to look around the residence. Holy shit, we get a look. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. I love it. I love it. Okay. We could explore the kitchen, library, back office, research office, schmooze with the fairy at the front desk. I want to schmooze. Not wanting to go too far, you decide to stop by the front desk, which, as it turns out, doubles as the fairy resources desk. It seems the sassy fairy in the wingtip glasses is in charge of settling any and all internal affairs. You can't help but notice the look of abject boredom in her expression. If ever there was someone to smooth, it's the fairy odd Faye HR, the pun. That's perfect. That's fucking perfect. Oh my god. Compliment her attire, begrudge the incompetent employee, spread some juicy gossip. I'm gonna compliment. I'm a complimenty bitch, yes. Let's compliment. You attempt some chit-chat, coupled with poor No. I only win. I refuse. You make some light, idle chit-chat, and eventually compliment the fairy on her lovely glasses. She seems to take the words well, and returns the sentiment, citing your various striking features. It seems a strong camaraderie has been made right out the gate. Though her time is limited, she can't stay talking for long. So at length, you turn back to the main part of the foyer, still waiting on the fairy, and there's still time left to explore. Hang! Okay. What to do? Explore area, explore library. I think research office. It looks a bit horror-y, but that's okay. Walking down the hallway, you come across a room leading to what is known as the research department. You're not sure what use the Tooth Fairy and her cronies would have for researching, but it wouldn't hurt to check out. Inside, you see several diagrams lighting the walls, and multiple fairies hunched over in research. Human research, by the looks of it. And not very good research either. Help the fairies understand, wax rhetorics on the weaknesses, lament of the darkest characteristics of... What the hell? Let's just help them understand. Yeah, why not? We're just a guy. Seeing as you spend a good deal of time in their lands, it only seems fitting that you'd be an authority on them. You attempt to intervene in the research, putting forth your own purported knowledge of humans. Bit by bit, you lay out your experiences with humans, your inferences, your expectations. The researchers scribble in whatever papers they can find, maddeningly documenting every word. Not a single interaction goes by explained without sufficient questioning and admiration. Honestly, you feel a bit like a celebrity. By the time you're done and heading back, the researchers are jubilant with newfound energy. It seems like the boss might be taking her sweet time. Oh well, more for you to explore. Yes, we got to explore more. No, don't save over. Okay, there we go. Explore library, back office. Honestly, we might need a bit of money. Walking into a room adjacent to the foyer, you find yourself in what appears to be an altar. Which, according to the fairies round, it may as well be. You're in the accounting department. Never has there been a more dreaded dive of grum and flippancy. One must be lawless, at least when dealing with such geeks. Check the backroom stock. Cheer up the workers. Encourage the dreadful working I'll cheer up the workers. Glancing around, the doom and gloom present in the department is worse than originally thought. These poor fairies seem to have sold their souls to climb the corporate ladder. Hopefully they have good insurance. Wanting to help motivate them and make your way to the center of the room and begin to radiate your personality. Your beauty and joy brings a brightness to the office. It's as though the workers are seeing the sun for the first time in ages. And your personality complements their cynical gripes so well it feels like a new job. Before long, morale is higher than it's been in ages, all thanks to you. Feeling your ego swell, you decide to head back to the foyer in style. A timid messenger lets you know that the pause will be just a bit longer. Yes, you can explore some more. Dude, we are popular in this office. We are complimenting bitches left and right. We're making everybody happy. We're the research queen. Yes. Kitchen. We might need some food. Or a library. Kitchen. Library. Oh, that's a choice. That's a choice. I'm not good at choice. Choice. Don't give me choice. I don't like choice. I'm joking. Why else would I be playing this? Okay. Ha. Okay. I think kitchen. Meandering into the room off the side of the foyer, you come across a robust dining room. It's filled with a myriad of miniature seats placed before regal tables draped with ostentatious linens. Demure chandeliers glitter emerald foxfire through the room, radiating from curious fungi sprouting at the tips of the fixtures, crystals, bobaceous. Oh, hi Java. Hi Java. The whimsy of the place is overshadowed only by its intimacy. Beyond it, however, you arrive in what looks to be the kitchens. A number of fairies stop their work upon your arrival, and you suspect you might not be welcome. That is, until a tall, lanky fairy with quite the hat gives you a small smile and introduces themselves as the head chef. And you must be that fabulous magic mushy man, what with teeth, yes? Our Madame Boss has spoken quite highly of you, yes indeed. Much flavour to your teeth, quite the display of umami perfection. You can't help but find the chef's conviction a bit personal, though their intentions seem pure enough. 안녕하세요. Venus. Penis. You must help us. I insist. Such a different background, such culinary prowess, waiting to be tapped. Yes. Please make for us. Well, not wanting to spurn the chef's hospitality, and also there's not much else to do, you attempt to crack at what the kitchens have to offer. Use a tooth to make fine fairy cuisine? Make an attempt at fine cuisine. Make a dastardly attempt. Soma? This would be like the best cuisine ever though. We do have two. But we can't just waste it here. We gotta get money for that. It's rare. No, fuck off. I'll attempt. You prepare yourself mentally, and your workplace physically. With all these tools at your disposal, you're sure to make something good. Minutes tick by, and you work with ease. And before long, the meal is done. And jauntily does the head chef flutter by, eager to take a taste of what you have made. A spoon floats to their lips, and for a moment, the flavors stay in their mouth. With a hearty swallow, their wings flutter wildly, and a great smile appears across their face. This is quite fantastic! Absolutely fantastical! Oh, such sweet tastes and bases! It seems what you've made has been satisfactory for the head chef, and by extension, the kitchen staff. As you make your way back to the foyer, you leave to the tune of the accolades and the sound of your ego inflating. Our ego has been nothing but inflating since we got here, I swear. This is the ego dimension. Oh shit, I didn't click that. I clicked it. As you make your way back to the foyer, you leave It can't be much longer now. You can feel the excitement in the air. Palpable. And again, it might just be the fairy dust. Oh shit, he's trying to explore the library. No save. Walking into the library beside the foyer, you are immediately overcome with the smell of old books. There's even a magnificent mirror spanning the side wall, offering the illusion of a greater space. The room's quite nice, all things considered. Though, glancing around, you can't help notice a mezzanine high above that doesn't lead to anywhere. It is, by all means, inaccessible. Who would do that? Alright, little tricksters with the power of flight, of course. Remarkably, it's silent in the library, despite the odd fairy or two fluttering about. Looking to kill time, you decide to grab a book off the shelf, gaze at your beauty, petition nearby Faye for help grabbing a book. Well, they could get a higher one, so. Glancing around, you take stock of the fairies currently in the library, and considering it's your best chance at getting one of the elusive mezzanine books, you catch the attention of a nearby fae. Yeah? What you want, bushmouth? The fairy mocks, her face a constant expression of lackluster meets uninfused. Seriously, need someone? You attempt to stammer out a response, but find yourself. I'm reloading. No, fuck off. Okay. And no, again? No. I'm reloading. Ah, we passed through. I want you to go up there and get me the book, kapash. Oh, I'm shaving. I want the fancy book. Hey, it's a bit offensive when you says it. I'll grab a book. You just sit tight and keep your yappering shut. The fairy flies up, grabs the book you pointed out, but as she's returning with it, she stops. Gradually, her eyes open wide. Hey, this the book the boss was looking for. Ah, can't believe you're spotting this, mushmouth. Boss lady gonna be real impressed with ya. I tell you what. Before you can say anything, the fairy is gone, presumably delivering the book to her superior. Not quite sure what to make of the interaction, you turn around and make your way back to the foyer. As you wait, the boss's head henchman comes down the stairs. Alright, the boss is good to see ya. Follow me. Turning around, the fairy travels back up the stairs, with you not far behind. You haven't been here very long, and already you're making waves in the company. Oh, we fucking are. We're like everyone's best friend. That's pretty impressive. Opening a door at the end of the hall, the fairy gestures, right this way. Beyond, into a large bedroom, you spot her, the Tooth Fairy. And behind her sunken eyes, she sees you, and you feel fear. Every portion of her gargantuan body is amassed in teeth, and even as you enter, you witness the addition of another, shoved into her flesh, grafted onto her very being. From foot to head, she is comprised of thousands of teeth. You have made yourself known, she says, and you realize her maw is empty, devoid of her own teeth. Your mushy teeth taste so good. They make my own fairy teeth happy. She licks her lips at the thought. Well, I have another. Having found yourself in a position where it's probably best to comply, you break off another tooth and hand it to her. And without missing a beat, the Tooth Fairy, giddy as can be, begins to grate it across her body. What the hell? What? What? Okay. Across all teeth jutting out from her skin, if there is even skin underneath wet porcelain shell. For a time, there comes a slight slurping noise. It seems the gratings are being sucked into any and all cavities on the fairy's body. Yes, The two fairy shudders, regains her composure. Such a fine addition to the company. Tell me, sweetheart, would you like to work for us? I fucking do. I need a job. I need a job. It's girl employment summer. You know how it is. Yeah. Wait, I need to check as well. Did that actually get rid of some of my stuff? Whoops. No, that didn't get rid of stuff. Phew. Whew. Wonderful. And we should get all the paperwork set aside. Back home, you begin to set up a little office in your side room. You're officially employed, a verified corporate business mushroom. In fact, you're the chief relations officer. You're in charge of being the liaison between the syndicate and their clientele. It helps that their main portal is just a stone's throw from your house too. With your workspace set up, you kick your feet onto your makeshift desk. Looks like a whole new chapter is about to open up in your life, and you're going for it with teeth bared. And teeth fucking removed, I guess. Ending. A magical enterprise. Ah! I completed it! I completed the game? Huh? What? Well done on a daughter well raised. So well done, in fact, I think you are deserving of a reward. I can't offer much, but perhaps you would like some spores? There are many uses for these spores, but for those that know where to spread them, visit my hut when you are ready to learn more. For now, let's remember the child. Ah! First things first, let's measure what her life was worth. New music bonus, a day in the life, 100 spores. New color bonus, 50 spores, purple. Successfully raised 50 daughters, 10 daughters, 100. I've raised one daughter. I just muted while I sneezed. Stat bonus, mycelium, dampness, humanity, robustness, potency, and use cards and tokens. More spores. New ending bonus, a magical prize, more spores. First crown bonus, chicken of woods. I love her. In total, that's plus 486 spores. I love it. I love it. She's so cool. Whee! Oh, a common purple chicken of the woods. Oh, she's so cute. I love her. Dude, I love her. I love her. She had a loving parent. She had a fairy familiar. And she went to go, you know, work their way up the corporate ladder with the fairies. She's fairy girl. Oh! Witch's hut. What's that do? Growing a daughter is so rewarding, isn't it? You get love, obviously, and get to see her grow. But perhaps most importantly, you also get spores. It could be said that spores keep the circle of life flowing. They are gifted after a daughter is fully formed and spent to help ensure the success of future daughters. But I'm sure you'll find plenty of things to use your hard-earned winnings on. More impressive lives generate more substantial spore counts, so do your best as a parent, for her and for you. You'll find my hut has many old amenities. You may spend your spores at the summoning circle, or you may improve your base conditions at the garden. I will explain further when we next meet. Ah, so this is like the new game plus thingy. Summon? The summoning circle is a little project of mine, you could say. I filled it with treats of all kinds, gardening supplies, colors you've never imagined, even a piece of music or two. Really, it's too much to mention. Why don't you just give it a try? Your first taste is free. Okay, you said free. What? This is so cute. Huh? I know. I think the recluse wrote this. I think this is so cute. Huh? What? I wanted to read the note. Oh well. Okay, okay. Okay. Cabinet? Items? Gold spores? This will grow a gold shroom. Okay. Huh? What is this? I don't understand it. Curios. Is this just stuff I've discovered? It's like collection thing. Okay, what's in the garden? It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Doesn't that Christmas on the air make you feel like a part of this world? Embrace that feeling and tend this patch of earth to your preference. When raising a daughter, the time passes so quick. You will find this garden a bit more evergreen. Spores will spread over time, growing stronger, evolving. Be sure to check in often. You'll find the rest of this world reflects what is here in this plot of land. Different plants may yield unexpected results in your everyday life. Huh? Oh, hello. Hi, Mona. I'm doing good. How are you? Just be sure to deal with any weeds that may crop up, or the girl may suffer unduly. Oh, I'm happy you're fine. You already have some basic supplies to get started, as well as filled with potential gardening equipment that should help with the debris at least. Oh my god, even more menus. Amazing. How's your stream? It's going good. I'm having fun. we just wrapped up raising our first child. Yeah. Now I'm just exploring this menu. What's this? A shovel? Yeah, get rid of the stump. Oh no, there's a stone. What is this? Spores? Gold spores? Put it in, put it here? Is that more? Where are you from? UK! England! The place with the tea. Huh? Ideas? Ha! What ideas? Okay, so this seems to be when you start a new game. California! Nice! Oh, I forgot it starts black. Okay. Right. Dude, I'm so used to color. I forgot it's... Okay, let's save in this slot. Yes, I will. I'll override it. The stream is good. The beauty is like getting something made by an artist from Kick, such as Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I have a logo. I have a banner too. Oh, and I also have an overlay. It's okay. Thank you though. Thank you. I also do art as well. Sure.
I can make things too. But thank you. Right. I think this will be a good place to wrap it up. We have successfully done one. And that's good. Oh, yeah. Just drop it in the Discord. That'll be cool. Right. Right. I'm gonna go now. But I'm gonna play some more of this tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. And, bye.